Everyone, Gabriella here, and today I had a cool project for a mobile that I was going to do in like stars and things, but I ended up doing a nautical theme. I used the Anchors Away collection from Quick Quotes, as well as a couple of items from Xyron, and I cut out my shapes from my Cricut beforehand. So here I'm using a piece of white craft foam, and I am tracing outlines of the shapes that I cut out so that I can have a layer of craft foam on each side, because I'm making like I said, like a dream mobile, and I want the craft foam to sandwich the twine in between, and that's how they're going to hang on, which I'll show you as we go on here. So it looks like I'm going really fast, but I really took my time because I didn't want to draw on my cutouts. So now I've cut out all of my craft foam, and now I'm going to make the parts that my mobile is actually going to hang on to. So those are just two popsicle sticks, and I took some Desert Sun ink and some aqua ink and just chalked them up, inked them really well, and did the edges too, because that just goes with the colors that I picked out for my paper from the Anchors Away collection. So I'm just inking that one up, and I punched a hole in them because I need them to sort of overlap and go and form almost like a cross or an X. And I'm using a little bit of glue there to hold it together because I'm going to put an eyelet in the center. And the reason for that is so that this will turn smoothly. And the craft stick wood is a little bit jagged, so by putting an eyelet in there I make it very smooth. So I'm using the Creative Station Light, and I have a 3-inch cartridge in there, and since I knew that this was what I was using, I made all of my shapes just a little bit under 3 inches so that I could just run them all through here without having to get a new machine. Just this one I could use. So now I'm going to take each piece of paper and attach it to a layer of foam. And here I realized I should have left it stuck to the paper, so that I just put it back, and the release paper there. So then now I'm pulling the other one off, and this time I just left it on the release paper and then pushed it down because it was easier to handle. So I'm going to get a piece of twine now, and that's what I'm going to use for my hanging for all of the mobile pieces. And this one it'll have 4 shapes on it, and then I have a card in the middle of it that's hanging, that sort of ties the whole theme of the mobile together. So right now I'm measuring out my twine, and I wasn't super precise, but I did about 12 or 13 inches, and so now I'm pressing it on one side, as you can see, and then just sandwiching the other cutout right on top of it. And now I've got a little hanging part of my mobile. So I did this with all of the other shapes that I cut out, and the last thing I needed was to put the sails on my sailboat there. So if you notice, I cut seashells out of paper with seashells, an anchor out of paper with anchors, and a starfish with paper with starfish and seashells on it. And the sailboat was just from a different sheet of paper that had anchors on it. So I'm just sticking my sails on there, and I just have the opposite color. So you see on the other side I have white boat with black sails, and then the previous side it was black boat with white sails. So now I've done all of that, and then like I said, I cut a card out that says your dreams can take you anywhere. It's up to you to follow them, which I feel like is a nice theme for all of the items that we have here. Very much of like a travel or wander or journey type theme. So now I'm just taking each shape that I have, threading the twine through one of the holes. So I cut a hole on each end so that there'd be space to thread the shapes onto them. And then the one in the center, of course, is the one that I'm hoping will like spin around just by itself. So I'm tying a knot in the bottom of that one and a little knot on the top for where you'd be able to put a hook through and hang it right there where I'm pushing the pin through now. So I'm going to continue threading the twine through each of the holes to finish up my mobile. So like I said, I'd have 5 hanging items at the end of it. And then now you can see this is how the finished mobile looks We've got 4 shapes and a quote in the center. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.